said, why do you say that? He said, well, he says, you know, every performance is better in black and white. Name me a great performance in color, I defy you. And, you know, it is hard to think of great performances in color. There is something about black and white. It's the lack of distraction. You don't sit there saying, aren't those blue eyes beautiful, or isn't that hair color nice? It focuses on the dramatic. I once said to Orson Welles, my God, that role of Harry Lime, you're so great in that picture. And he said, well, he said, that's the part. It's the greatest star part ever written. Well, you know what a star part is. He says, that's where they talk about you for an hour and then you appear. He said, I did it on the stage, one called Mr. Wu. Everybody for the first 45 minutes of the play says, you know, but what will happen when Mr. Wu gets here? And yes, but what will Mr. Wu say about this? And wait till we find out what Mr. Wu thinks and all that. And he says, and everybody boils around the stage, as Orson said, for about almost an hour, talking about Mr. Wu. And then just at the end of the first act, way in the distance on the stage, crossing a bridge, comes the small figure of Mr. Wu. And everybody goes, ah, Mr. Wu. And the curtain comes down and the audience comes out and says, isn't that actor playing Mr. Wu great? Orson said, that's a star part for you. He always said that he had no influence over the production except that he wrote that speech about the cuckoo clock, which is the one speech everybody remembers from the picture. But when I asked him whether he'd influenced Carol Reed, he said Carol Reed was a hell of a director and didn't need my opinion. However,